Welcome back to my Bikini Prep Mini Series. This is number 3. This one's going to be much quicker. My mind has been blown about how expensive this sport can be. For some people, it doesn't seem that expensive, especially if they competed in other types of events before. I haven't. And I'm cheap. Like, I do not like to spend money. Here are some of the expenses. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into hiring a coach. So that's a couple $1,000s right there, especially if you have a good one. And then your food and your supplements. For the show or competing as is, you need a suit. Just ordered my suit. For such a tiny thing, they are very costly. Mine is $730 all in. Shoes is about $100 to $150. The ones I got are $100. They don't fit. I have to return them and they're out of stock until July. So I'm very nervous. I may have to go with something else. The show, my first show, I did sign up for. It's an NPC show. So I need an NPC membership card. That's $150. It's only good for 1 year. So that'll get me through this season. And then if I compete again in 2026, I get to pay that $150 all over again. The division is bikini. There are classes within that division. My coach wants me in Masters 35 plus, Masters 40. And then because it's my very first show, she said, if you want to, you can. It's called True Novice A, because it's based off of height requirement, your height. And so I will go out with anybody else who it is their also first time ever competing. I only really could do that one time, so I said, whatever. It's like $120 every class. So that was like 300 something dollars to show up that day. Tanning, you have to use their tan and glaze package. It's $165. Hair and makeup, either have to get my own person or if I use theirs, it's like 150 for hair and like or make 140 or 50 for hair and then like 170 for makeup. You have to get the hotel. This is another reason why I was wanting to do a local show because I didn't want to have to travel. But there's too much back and forth between like prejudging and from your tan to your room and then prejudging and then there's just a lot of back and forth time. So you want to be able to have a place to go. So it is recommended you stay on property. You need to wear loose fitting, like a silk robe or pajamas or whatnot to walk around because you really don't want to get this tan off of you. Hotel wants you to bring your own sheets. So I'm just going to order black sheets off of Amazon so that I don't stain their sheets because they'll charge you for that. Your little accessory jewelries. And then there's just some other little things that kind of go into it. So literally from just the suit, the heels, the show itself, and then of course, like my husband is going to go to the show, so he's going to buy a ticket. Tickets are usually about like $60 at the door. My cousin is going to come backstage with me. If you have a coach who's nearby, mine is in California, then you pay, or your coach may pay the companion or the coach pass so they can be backstage with you. That's like $95. There is a fee for everything. It has added up. I know some girls wear a new suit every show. This will not be that. My husband will be like, you will wear that till it doesn't fit anymore. For sure this whole season, I'm thinking of doing a second show in September. We'll wear the same suit. I'll only be doing 2 classes at that show. Oh, and I didn't even talk about the media package. For my first show, I looked at who they're having. They're not having a videographer, which is a little bit of a bummer because if you've never seen a show or people's videos from a show, when they're in the audience, it's like if you're at like a play, right? The audience, it's dark. The lights are off for the audience and everything's on the stage. So the video quality is not the greatest for people taking it from the audience. A lot of the big shows, which is of course are the ones that I've been following on Instagram, have some of the best in the business videographer and photographers. Gilco Productions I've become a big fan and I see why everybody loves them. But Homeboy is not cheap. And so you can buy a package and you can buy a couple different packages, the basic package to like everything package. And that's photos from the stage shots and video. And so they're like bright and they're crisp and then they with the lighting and they highlight you and then they can even do like a slow-mo videos. Anyway, my first show doesn't have any of that. Photographer. And so it's like $100 and you probably get like a handful of shots. It's cheaper. Gilco, I think his highest is like $850. But you get everything. It's like you do all this work to compete. And in this day and age, a lot of us are on social media and you want to be able to highlight the physique that you've presented on stage, and you want to commemorate those moments. And so having great photos and videos, it's just like a no-brainer. So, but anyway, that's like another fee that goes into it. But if I continue to do well, if I like this, let's just see if I like it. If I like it, I am competitive. I might like it, and I want to keep going, then you can always do bigger shows. So there's a lot that goes into it. Coach fee, suit fee, shoes, accessories, the show itself, payment, travel, hotel, that kind of thing, the clothing that you have to wear, hair, makeup, tan, media, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something else that I've already learned in this whole process because it's crazy. I wanted to make this one short and sweet. I appreciate you watching along on my journey, and I hope you're enjoying these mini vlogs. Just know if you are thinking about competing, factor some of these in that I did not factor in. I factored in the cost that it would be to hire this coach. Nobody told me how expensive suits were. I knew the shoes were like $100 and I was like, no big deal. Honestly, the shoes are like the cheapest thing in this whole process. We're going through it day by day. We're enjoying this process. And thank you for being along for the ride. Stay tuned for the next one.